incredibly important book, and it's about a young woman named Lily who confronts the generational cycles. And I'm also more honored that because what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful that we're able to have this much.
Amid the heated legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, one surprising figure has remained notably silent: Keanu Reeves. Sources close to the actor reveal that he has been quietly monitoring the drama, with some even suggesting that he has developed a keen interest in how the situation is unfolding behind the scenes.
Hi, Keanu Reeves.
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.
Well, to work with Angelica Houston and Halle Berry.
Amid the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni legal firestorm, one unexpected figure has remained unusually quiet: Keanu Reeves. Sources close to the actor reveal that he has been closely observing the unfolding drama, with some suggesting he has taken a particular interest in how it's developing. Known for his calm and measured demeanor, Keanu may be more affected by the situation than expected. Insiders say the usually private actor has quietly expressed concern about how the feud could shape public perception, not just of Blake, but of Hollywood's handling of high-profile conflicts. Experts familiar with Keanu note that he has a history of offering subtle guidance in media chaos, highlighting his awareness of the importance of integrity in an environment dominated by public opinion and media narratives. The situation seems to be shifting almost overnight. Could Keanu Reeves' silence speak volumes about how he navigates Hollywood's stormy waters? While he keeps his distance from the chaos surrounding Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, his quiet observation may be far from passive. Fans are speculating whether his next move could drop a bombshell capable of completely shifting the narrative. Meanwhile, the drama itself is escalating rapidly. Blake may be in deeper trouble than she anticipated. Justin has released additional footage that bolsters his claims, while Blake's attempts to push back seem to be digging her into an even deeper hole. The saga began when Baldoni unveiled undeniable evidence, including awkward behind-the-scenes footage from the It Ends With Us premiere. Blake's responses have only added to the mess, with PR nightmares multiplying alongside looming legal consequences. Clearly, she is struggling to manage the fallout, and both her legal and PR teams appear to be faltering. Rather than taking a strategic approach, it seems Blake Lively's team is doubling down on every misstep, leaving the public and media to witness the chaos. Once celebrated for her charm and grace, Blake now appears anything but lively. Keeping up with the unfolding drama is overwhelming. Her reputation for positioning herself as the victim when situations go awry is well known, and this conflict with Justin Baldoni seems no different. What may have begun as an effort to shape her narrative and gain sympathy has escalated into a full-blown legal and PR disaster. She clearly underestimated her opponent. Justin isn't sitting quietly. Armed with receipts and evidence, each new release casts a darker shadow over Blake. As promised by his attorney, Brian Fredman, they are systematically countering every allegation she has made. Justin Baldoni's team began their counterattack with screenshots, but it has since escalated to far more damning videos. At this pace, the next revelation could completely undermine Blake Lively's claims. A notable piece of evidence is a voice note from Justin describing being stuck in the basement during the premiere, followed by a photo confirming his presence, and then full video footage that directly contradicts Blake's allegations of inappropriate on-set behavior. One of Blake's central claims involved a moment she described as harassment. However, the footage she included in her lawsuit was muted, with background music masking the original audio, leaving only her version to shape the narrative. What she didn't anticipate was that Justin had preserved the unedited original footage, now publicly available. The audio captures every conversation and sound in the room, putting her allegations on shaky ground. In the video, both Justin and Blake appear casually interacting, out of character for the scene, making her claims even harder to substantiate. The situation is rapidly spiraling, and it's unclear how Blake can recover if Justin's team continues releasing evidence at this pace. The next revelation could prove decisive. To understand the stakes, let's focus on the exact moment Blake labeled harassment in her lawsuit. According to the unedited footage, Justin leans in and says, "I'm getting beard on you today," to which Blake giggles and replies, "I'm probably getting spray tan on you." He then adds, "It smells so good," and Blake responds casually, "It's not that, it's my body makeup. You know what? Just watch this." The casual tone and unaltered context directly challenge the claims presented in court. Amid all this, Keanu Reeves' quiet presence looms in the background. Though he hasn't publicly commented, insiders suggest he's watching closely, perhaps assessing the impact of public misrepresentation and media exaggeration. His interest underscores a broader concern about integrity and credibility in Hollywood, values that seem increasingly at risk in an industry enamored with spectacle. Blake's PR missteps, legal miscalculations, and the growing volume of contradicting evidence from Justin make it clear she underestimated both the legal stakes and her opponent's strategic approach. Her charm and public persona are under intense scrutiny, and every misstep is being magnified. What began as a legal dispute has evolved into a full-blown public spectacle. With social media and news outlets dissecting every detail, Justin's methodical release of evidence has not only defended his position, but also amplified doubts surrounding Blake's claims. Fans, observers, and insiders alike are watching every development unfold. Fans and insiders are watching closely, recognizing that this isn't just a behind-the-scenes dispute, but a cautionary tale about how quickly perception, narrative control, and credibility can shift in Hollywood. Blake's attempts to control the story may be backfiring, while Justin's transparency bolsters his credibility and positions him as a measured, evidence-driven professional. As the drama unfolds, every clip, message, and piece of footage released carries weight, raising the stakes for Blake higher than ever. Justin's strategy highlights the power of documentation, transparency, and patience in both legal and PR battles. Meanwhile, somewhere in the background, Keanu Reeves quietly observes, perhaps serving as a subtle reminder that integrity and measured responses can make all the difference in Hollywood's high-stakes world.
Were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by...
Boom. That's the moment Blake Lively labels as harassment. But when you actually watch it, it's clear they're playfully bantering, like two actors fully in character, pretending to be wildly into each other. It's flirtatious, yes, but entirely for the camera, giving off lighthearted honeymoon phase vibes. The interaction comes across as fun and consensual, exactly what you'd expect from actors on set. Here's the twist. Justin's remarks occur entirely within the context of directing and acting, while Blake responds with her own playful comments. The back and forth reads as harmless on-set energy. If this is the foundation of Blake's case, it's a major stretch, especially considering how clearly the footage shows the context. The exchange between Blake and Justin comes across as mutual and casual, and her other early claims raise even more questions. She alleged that Justin entered her trailer uninvited while she was breastfeeding, but Justin's team produced texts from Blake herself saying, "I'm breastfeeding, come over." Another accusation involved a producer supposedly showing her his biography, but the so-called biography was actually an artistic portrait of his business partner and newborn in a bathtub, a detail Blake conveniently omitted. Yet now she wants both the public and the court to treat playful on-set footage as harassment. The situation gets even messier. After Justin began releasing this evidence, Blake reportedly reached out to the Southern District of New York Human Rights Office, claiming the media leaks were retaliatory and requesting a gag order on Justin and his team. She argues he's trying the case in the media, but wasn't Blake herself collaborating with the New York Times to publicly challenge Justin? Many of her statements have already been exposed as misleading or false, causing real damage to his reputation. Now she seeks a gag order to stop him from defending himself. If Blake is confident in her version of events, why attempt to silence others? While Blake asserts Justin isn't showing the full picture, he has been steadily releasing proof that tells a far more complete and contradictory story. The footage tells a very different story. One allegation involves Blake calling out Justin for being inappropriate, to which he supposedly replied, "I'm not even attracted to you." That line, combined with the video, speaks volumes. In other clips, Justin is fully in his element, expertly balancing acting and directing. At one point, he even calls for a break, saying they've done enough takes. Blake's claims that she was visibly uncomfortable don't align with the footage. She appears relaxed, laughing, and joking. There's even a moment where Blake pokes fun at Justin's nose, and they both laugh just before wrapping a slow-motion shot. The contradictions between her allegations and the video are striking. If Blake continues digging in, she may need to rethink her strategy, because the evidence is clearly not in her favor. Take the body-shaming claim, for example. Blake accused Justin of body-shaming her because he asked a trainer about her weight before a lift. But in context, Justin's question was about his own back, ensuring he could safely lift her. Meanwhile, Blake casually jokes about Justin's nose, highlighting a glaring double standard. Speculation about Blake having had rhinoplasty has circulated for years, noting a narrower bridge and Blake's defined tip has drawn attention, though in reality it shouldn't matter. Yet in Hollywood, body-shaming headlines inevitably highlight inconsistencies and perceived hypocrisy, especially after Justin's leaked footage gained traction. Blake's response, however, was far from strategic. Her legal team doubled down, claiming the videos support her version of events. Now both sides are using the same footage to justify their claims. Blake's attorney argued that each release bolsters their story, labeling the videos as manufactured media stunts and portraying Justin's evidence as part of a calculated plan to dodge the allegations. According to her camp, the footage aligns with paragraph 48 of her lawsuit. Her attorney described it in detail. Justin leaning in, kissing her forehead, rubbing his face and mouth against her neck, flicking her lip with his thumb, caressing her, and making unscripted comments about her scent. They emphasized there was no prior consent, no intimacy coordinator, and no discussion, framing it as proof of inappropriate behavior. But the internet sees it differently. Observers are questioning if everyone is watching the same footage. Experts note that context matters, and what Blake's team portrays as misconduct appears in the unedited clips to be playful, consensual, and in line with typical on-set interactions, highlighting a stark contrast between legal framing and public perception. Analyzing the footage frame by frame suggests that improvisation is standard, especially for a director-actor hybrid like Justin. The forehead kiss, playful rubbing, and flirtatious energy all fit naturally within the flow of the scene. Blake is fully engaged as well, even wrapping her hands around Justin's neck at one point. While there is a scripted moment regarding suggested dialogue, the natural improvisation was clearly part of the scene's purpose. Complaining about his choices here is like walking into a room and acting surprised when someone uses the door. It's exactly how filming works. The moments Blake calls harassment, they're scripted, word for word, straight from the book. Did Blake even read the source material before signing on? Right now, it looks like she took the role and then tried to rewrite history. And we can't forget the premiere drama, which now feels like just the tip of the iceberg. Between the lawsuits and her public spin, Blake is presenting a version of events that doesn't match what anyone else is seeing. The internet is noticing every inconsistency, making her actions look increasingly desperate. Cue even more drama, the resurfacing rumors of a feud with Anna Kendrick. Remember A Simple Favor? You'd think Anna and Blake would be ride-or-die friends after that, right? Nope. Sources suggest the tension has been simmering for years, allegedly tracing back to something Anna said about Blake's best friend, Taylor Swift, during a 2016 interview. Anna reportedly joked that she could never pull off Taylor's perfect Miss America vibe, preferring to be sarcastic and cynical, harmless, maybe even funny. But Blake allegedly didn't take the shade well. Fast forward to their time working together, and insiders say the tension only escalated. Awkward press tours, on-set friction, and rumors
of Blake accusing Anna of trying to steal the spotlight added fuel to the fire. Co-star Henry Golding claimed everyone got along, but the interviews were dripping with passive-aggressive energy. Reportedly, Anna felt Blake was always trying to outshine her during promotions or on-screen moments, creating an unspoken competition that fueled ongoing drama. Now it's pure chaos. The sequel tension, Amazon shelving A Simple Favor, Golden Globe snubs, it all adds up. Blake's Hollywood world seems to be imploding. Every move she makes is dissected, from her red carpet appearances to social media posts. Fans and critics alike are weighing in, turning minor missteps into headline-grabbing controversies. The public narrative is shifting fast, and her attempts to control it often backfire. Insiders say the stress is palpable on set, and even former allies are reconsidering their support. Meanwhile, Justin's methodical evidence releases keep piling up, further undermining her claims. The combination of legal battles, PR missteps, and ongoing Hollywood feuds is creating a perfect storm. Social media is ablaze, dissecting every interaction, joke, and comment she makes. Every video clip, screenshot, and interview is being scrutinized. Meanwhile, Keanu Reeves' quiet observation adds an ironic layer, his presence a silent reminder of measured, principled conduct. Blake's attempts to navigate both public perception and legal consequences are proving increasingly difficult. Analysts suggest she underestimated the stakes, as the story escalates far beyond a simple on-set disagreement. The contrast between the playful footage and her claims couldn't be starker. Fans are divided, with some siding with Justin and others fascinated by the unfolding spectacle. The media frenzy shows no signs of slowing down. The tension with Anna Kendrick only adds fuel to the fire, amplifying the sense of instability. Reports of on-set awkwardness, behind-the-scenes spats, and press tour drama paint a complex picture. Every allegation is being matched against evidence, exposing inconsistencies. Blake's legal and PR strategies are being tested under intense scrutiny. Each misstep is magnified in real time, impacting public perception. The narrative is no longer just about the lawsuit, it's about credibility, reputation, and Hollywood clout. Social media trends and headline coverage make every action a potential PR disaster. Meanwhile, the ongoing feud with Anna Kendrick highlights the ripple effects of past comments and unresolved tensions. Observers note that what was once playful or inconsequential is now interpreted through a lens of suspicion. The cumulative effect of these controversies is eroding Blake's carefully cultivated public image. Even small incidents are amplified and framed as part of a larger pattern. Legal filings, leaked videos, and media coverage intersect to create an overwhelming narrative against her. Blake's handling of the situation is closely analyzed by both fans and critics alike. In contrast, Justin's careful documentation strategy continues to bolster his credibility. The court of public opinion seems to be siding more with him as each new piece of evidence emerges. The stakes in this legal and PR battle have never been higher. Blake is navigating a perfect storm of scrutiny, social media frenzy, and Hollywood rivalries. Each new development adds pressure and tests her ability to manage both perception and reality. Observers say that maintaining composure while under such intense scrutiny is critical, yet increasingly difficult. The tension, the evidence, and the public's attention combine to create a high-stakes environment. With every video, text, and statement, the narrative shifts, often to Blake's detriment. Meanwhile, speculation continues about her next moves and whether she can regain control. As the story unfolds, it's clear that the intersection of legal battles, PR strategies, and Hollywood rivalries creates a volatile mix. Blake's reputation, credibility, and career prospects are all on the line, making this one of the most closely watched Hollywood sagas in recent memory. Hollywood is everything, and right now, it's not in Blake's favor. Justin's $400 million claim isn't just about clearing his name, it's a strategic move that could potentially derail her career. Blake's team needs a comeback plan fast, or she risks losing both in court and in the court of public opinion. The ultimate question remains, who walks away standing, Blake or Justin? It's wild to see how real-life Hollywood drama can eclipse even the movies themselves.